We are back with map number 3 now between Na'Vi and Ghost Gaming here at this elimination match at the CORSAIR DreamHack Masters, and we are going to be ready with this game. It's going to be on Inferno, the best map to finish a series on.
I don't know if I can be ready for this. This has been insane. Like, not a lot of people expected this much of a fight out of Ghost, especially, you know, the first BO1 win that they had in overtime. You can kind of see that happening, right? Na'Vi not great on Dust 2. It all makes sense.
I was smugly laughing at the community for saying 60-40, and I was feeling really pleased with myself. Yeah, I was like, yeah, who are these people? Why are they? why don't they know what's going on?
I think mentally ill is the words he used. Or was that this morning?
Yeah, I was. I've done it twice, I think, today. So,
so we're on a good streak.
This is all good.
Oh my lord. Well, as good as Ghost Gaming has played, you've got to be worried. Here's the wild thing. Remember yesterday, they had NIP, they took them to a third map, which was Nuke, and they got demolished. Now, if we saw the Ghost Gaming on Nuke that we just saw now, I think they might have beaten NIP on that map. I mean, it's hard to say that, but I mean, they look so much better than they did yesterday at the very least.
Yeah.
But you can also say there's the evidence that Ghost Gaming just kind of lost steam going into that third map and just didn't have it in them. And if that happens again, what a heartbreaking way if you just can't handle Na'Vi on this map.
I just feel like they've got to be so fired up. Some of the people they have that are putting in the work here. So Rosa had a bit of a harder time on Nuke, but I mean, Wardell has been a league of his own almost.
This is like the welcome to the big stage series for Wardell.
It really is.
He's been a revelation in this tournament. Either way, here we go. One last chance for both of these teams to move on. One of these teams is going home after this map. It would be shocking if it was Na'Vi, one of the favorites of the event. Probably in everyone's book is going deep into a run to potentially get to the finals. Starting on the defense is Na'Vi. Sipple's going to challenge, but he gives that up. Falls back. He has the information. He's the only one today. He can't possibly die. That's why he doesn't challenge. Oh my god, they're keeping this pace up.
It's just the Glock train running in, and Simple knows it. He's just trying to escape and live. And Crystal with the flank. They cornered him and absolutely took him down. 4 versus 5 now. No bomb plant yet. They're still fighting. Still going to pick up that kill on Edward, who was a little bit quick on the bomb site. Now, I don't know how you retake this. Bomb has finally been planted. 2 waiting here. Electronic easily does that. Shouldn't have been easy, but it was maybe a chance. A slim chance now for Na'Vi to get back on the site. Electronic hoping for an opening. There's still a guy in Graveyard, the stairs, and you can see Electronic checking for it. He knows there might be something up, and now he's been tagged up a little bit. Gets taken down by Kuster. It's a beautiful shot, and again, they can play for time, and they are.
Electronic just almost barely bought them a chance to get into that, and Zeus bailed out very quick. He's got the kit, no armor. What a round from Ghost Gaming, so aggressive. I feel like they all just have that mentality at the moment of when we get into this bomb site, right? Just everyone keep fighting until we're 100% sure it's secured. There are some of these double peaks that are coming out that are almost impossible to communicate in the heat of the moment. Simple, maybe shocked he got taken down from behind, but Ghost Gaming find the weakness in that stack. 4 players towards the B bomb site. Right up middle we go. Nothing fancy. And Ghost has another pistol.
Yeah, it's just one long retreat from Simple in that round, just trying to get out of harm's way, and he had nothing to stop them with the USP.
Shot with the Deagle. Molotovs to secure the position at top banana. Very early on, and this would force out utility. Oh, great nade. A follow-up nade steal. It could be in trouble, down to 23. It's not what you want on a round like this.
Absolutely not. They don't really have much on the Na'Vi side, but it can absolutely be enough. Flamey still with a smoke and an HE grenade over at Archway. So another potential for a grenade dropping on Steel if he keeps going. Looks like they have maybe the wrong idea. Hard to say what Ghost are going to do yet, but...
Yeah, they can still fall back, obviously. Some utility used up middle. It's not causing this stack over towards the B bomb site to break up whatsoever. Here's the question. Do they want to send Steel to investigate with low HP, or do they not want to just kind of sacrifice a player like that? They're going to walk right back to B.
Yeah, but there's 2 smokes here at B. If they go back to B, they might lose the round. There's 2 smokes, like at 40 seconds, that's massive.
Oh, this is a trap of epic proportions, and Na'Vi, it's been sprung. This is perfect. Here's that smoke. There's the Deagle shot. They have to go through, but Edward's up above. Now they need to fall back. They need to realize it. Don't lose the bomb. Wardell's too deep in, though, and he is going to drop it. He was the only one who was not able to fall back. 20 seconds.
Holding on to those smokes with that much time, it's so hard to do when all you have is a pistol force up, but they've actually done it. Electronic getting at 1 kill, a lot of damage right onto Kusta. He's alone, and he goes down. Just high-tier play coming out from Na'Vi. That may seem like absolutely nothing, but it's so hard to do. Holding onto the smokes until there's, what, under 30 seconds. They had 2 of them left, and all they had was the pistol force up. This is such great play. Yeah,
Ghost was never able to properly probe over towards that A bomb site. That damage that was done towards Steel forced him away from B early. Probably wanted to apply a little bit more pressure there, but couldn't because of the HP. And no one was scouting out the A bomb site. They walked right into it. Here we go again. Molotov to slow things down. You could tell Na'Vi's a little bit worried about the pace that Ghost likes to bring out. And Kusta is already close up.
Trading smokes all over the place. I think maybe Zeus found a bit of a spot to stand in between. The Rat was looking good, but Simple is going to deny them really any entry at all. Just Crystal, and he's not going to get that kill. He was close, but that's a good recovery from Na'Vi, surviving with 4 members alive.
There was that gap in the 2 smokes on that balcony, so he steps right in front of the first one. He's got a clear line of sight. Simple, obviously, rotating into perfect position. So Ghost is going to be the first team that's set back, having to pretty much save. There's some P250s picked up. 4 flashbangs, 2 smokes for this offensive side in this round. The utility for Na'Vi, much like Nuke, it's built up pretty early. So again, it's gonna, I mean, Ghost is gonna have to kind of struggle through the early gun rounds to try and take this utility away.
It'd make me so happy if Ghost tried to go for like the forward plant on B with the smokes or something like that, just for the fun of it. It's obviously very hard to do, but
I don't even think they'd be able to get there. This looks like Simple and Edward gonna stand their ground at the top banana. Edward has a smoke to use.
Yeah, they are going to stand their ground. Against the lack of armor, might be very effective. Set 75 is out, and running a little bit out of money. I'd be a little bit worried now. We're running out of bullets. But Edward shows up, so it's only the 1 kill on Simple.
Where did Edward go that whole time? I thought he was fighting with Simple the entire time, and he fell back and came back just for the cleanup. Picks up the M4. Not the worst thing in the world. He got a lot of bonus money and kept the M4 alive for his team. Op is going to get passed around, and it's going to stay on Flamey. 3 players headed towards the B bomb site for Na'Vi in the initial defense, and this is not a great buy out of Ghost. 2 MAC-10s, 2 AKs, 1 Galil. Steel going to lead the way with that MAC-10. Edward going to push up for a peek, and oh, he gets tagged up. Just misses the timing. MAC-10 against MAC-10, but Steel's out of ammo.
Yeah, Zeus hunting for a long time for that kill, but he got it. So Rosa took a bit of fire damage, I think, trying to maybe revenge it. Now instead they're going to really flip the switch. This is quick. Right back on the squad. Tronic getting an important kill. No one there to shoot in the back this time, and that's a good kill for Flamey. So they're being picked apart and trying to approach this A bomb site.
Ghost Gaming is really trying to take advantage of the reactions from Na'Vi. Quick action on one side of the map and try and abuse those rotations. It's not working so far, though. And the bros are not aware Zeus is that close. Kusta has nothing to do. Good headshot on him, but can't get the follow-up. Simple swings out, even if gotten that kill. Other players from Na'Vi were ready to trade it off. 4 to 1 after this defuse. I think this style that Ghost is bringing out, I think this might be tough to break Na'Vi if this is how they're going to play it.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how that could work in theory, right? Because they have that brief battle over at Banana, and then they are really quick on if they catch Electronic, right? But they don't, and then it's kind of done.
Well, I mean, remember, they opened up on Nuke with a very similar style with that door strategy, and then they kind of slowed things down and started to win. So maybe they're just trying to set the pace early on. I mean, it's one of those tactics that feels like it can get you the plants, it can get you a couple kills here and there, but it's not the most consistent at victory.
Wardell has glasses and a little notebook. That makes you... I wish I had glasses, Moses.
Why?
You look so smart.
Okay.
I should have a little notebook, too.
Do you think he just puts it there to look smart?
Even if he does, I don't mind.
Do you think he just says, I'm too good with my glasses on because I can actually see?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take them off to make things fair?
Maybe when they get to the playoffs, he just puts them on and, and gets to the next level. I don't know. Even if they're just fake glasses, I feel like I need them, Moses.
Fake lenses?
Yeah, it's fine.
That's something you do.
Edward just Molotoving the bottom of Banana to maybe contest it. Yeah, him and Simple look like they want to.
Nice shot from Flamey, delayed peek. At top mid. Sabrosa gonna be out of the fight. Kusa's at the end of halls. Crystal is gonna be there with him, and Steel alone with the bomb, so they're gonna have to at least attack middle in some way. So even if they want to go back to B, they have to make some kind of a presence, force the defense away. There's the jump out of halls. Zeus cannot handle Steel coming up mid. Now Flamey has the angle, but jumping over Crystal and Goose to get him. There's Electronic trying to transfer over. He gets one, trying to build upon that, firing to keep himself safe, and he can't do it. Wardell swings wide, but Simple's here, and another trade for Steel, but Edward is close by.
Yeah, how is Steel going to get the bomb plant down now? That's the big problem. He's looking around. He's got the time for it, so I kind of appreciate this from Steel. He has to try and figure out where Edward is so that he can plan the rest of the round, but one misstep, and Edward's going to take this round. Single bullet's all he needs. You could see it, hoping that someone's going to come up this way. He's checked a couple of times, and no one showed himself, so you have to expect that Steel is going to have to take the guess now. He's got a Molotov to keep Edward away while he's planting, but I think even then he probably can't get out from behind the box, so he might get trapped there. Let's see what happens. 15 seconds now. Steel has to go for it. Oh, flashbang on one side. Is he going to Molotov the other side? He's so paranoid right now. But not... Oh! Had one chance there. And I think he's going to be done behind the box. There's no way to really get out here. Steel on the other side. Edward looking for it. Just one shot. Oh my god, he gets it anyway! He should have been dead. That is very hard to do. How does that work?
He played that so beautifully to even get that shot when Edward was rotating. Was that a decoy I think he threw towards mid? I mean, this is nice shooting with the AWP and then just the slow slide out. Edward not ready for it. Couldn't land one of those shots. What a hectic round to get into that A bomb site. Well played from Steel. Well clutched. Still, not a lot of money. Out of a victory, 3 SMGs. You have the AWP and an AK. Lots of utility being used towards Banana. And this time Electronic wants to challenge. They don't want to let Ghost Gaming get close to the end of halls. They've done it a couple times now.
And Flamey's covering the other side of this hallway with an AWP, so if they try and peek from that side, that's not going to work out too well either. There's one from Electronic. He knows the follow-up is going to be there, but couldn't take down Crystal. He did some damage, though.
You never know what that one kill can cause, what kind of rotations. Wardell not peeking too deep. I don't think they spotted anyone at any one point. Moving up now. Flamey has the AWP still. That's in pit. Edward is rotated over towards A, and Simple playing deep into the bomb site. So no early warning system on that side of the map for Na'Vi. Just under a minute. And Ghost is going to go back towards that B bomb site. Steel and Sabrosa falling back. Crystal is going to wait with this utility. I imagine he would throw some kind of a late fake.
Yeah, maybe just to keep Edward at Archway if possible, because then Simple is very much going to be alone, although Edward is already falling slightly back. You're right about Crystal as well. He's just popped in one grenade and a smoke towards Arch, so Edward's... No, he's slightly falling back. Should be coming back into it now. The smoke is up, but they're going to run right through. 28 seconds, and Simple just hiding inside of it. This is an absolute next-level play. They're coming through right on all sides of him. He's waiting. He's counting the seconds. 18 of them left. Steel going to be taking down Edward. And now Simple popping out. Instant headshot turning around for the spray. Not getting the bomb plant. Some more headshots coming in. A triple for Simple. Somehow he does it. The maximum duration of the smoke. Hiding inside. Under deep cover, and now it's just Sabrosa. 1 versus 2. The bomb got down. Simple killed every other player on the Ghost Gaming side except for the bomb planter. And now they know where he is. Out on this side. Already Molotov'd off. One guy gonna tap the bomb. Sabrosa has to go deep on this. He flashes out. He goes for the bomb planter. Genius play! And there's no kit. Flamey, is he going to have just enough time for it?
I don't think so.
It'll be very close. Well, it's going to be him and the chicken dying. Both of it doesn't work out. A little bit of noise. And Flamey, last possible second, he does not get it. What a play from Sabrosa.
Oh, that was beautiful. Not only the flashbang, but even baiting out the shot. The timing goes... I don't know how Simple does it. That's a great clutch, but Simple, all attention on him. How do you keep your composure in this scenario? Look at this kill. As he's falling, those were his last 2 bullets, straight to the dome. What a play to hide in that smoke. Completely blinded. It was his only option.
I mean...
And he's just laughing in frustration as well. Yeah, take a timeout. Everyone needs to chill.
That world-class play from Simple almost overshadowed the pure genius of what Sabrosa did. He's so smart because he doesn't know if they have a kit, right? So if he, this is the whole point. If he goes for the fight on the CT spawn corner instead, even if he wins the fight, if the guy's defusing with a kit, he won't have time to reload and get that shot. Probably going to be a straight defuse. So he actually has to do it.
I expected him to try and hold the angle and get one pick, right? Get that one kill before they even got on the bomb. And
yeah, that would have been maybe another way to go, right?
Shoulder peek, flashbang, wait for the timing shot, and then get the planter. That was great. Two miraculous clutches between him and Steel. They have scraped together some magic to give them a third round to kind of recover. I mean, that helps recover vastly from that second round loss after winning pistol.
They're hurting now, Na'Vi. Upgraded pistols, yes, but almost nothing to back it up with. It's quite impressive if Ghost Gaming could dig their way back in the game by sort of winning back-to-back 1v1s.
Think of how nervous you have to be if you're Ghost, though. Probably knowing this is going to be a save round or, you know, pistol force up, but also remembering that you lost this round just earlier. You fell into the trap, so they're playing a little bit timid. That smoke is going to fade shortly. Edwards still has one smoke. That's towards the B bomb site. He's holding on to it.
I almost feel like that's to force them towards A, because that's how they lost last time, right? They tried to go B late, and they ran into smoke, so this time it's a... In fact, it's going to be a 5-man stack at A any second now. Edwards coming. Yeah, now he read this very well, but they just don't have the firepower to answer. But this is actually a brilliant read from Na'Vi.
Edwards right through the smoke, and he's not going to be able to find Steel. Only one kill. They had a couple players force up, so they had some fire. They had Deagles and armor, and they had some P250s. Now comes the question, does Na'Vi force buy? And of course they do. Zeus is going to drop an AWP over, but they're going to be, I think, all SMGs outside of this. So it's going to be a grueling battle in this round.
This was a beautiful round to show that Na'Vi actually used the result from the first round where they won it like that to try and mind game Ghost Gaming into this round.
And they did.
Yeah, they did. That's actually just wonderful. I'm all hyped up about that. Even if they didn't even come close to winning that round, but it doesn't even matter. It's just the idea of it is so well done. Simple. Oh, that's a shot going right through on Rosa, and he's going to try and continue. A little bit of trading there. The SMGs close range, absolutely doing their work. Flamey, yeah, they see that gun going forward. They know he's right around the corner, but so is Simple. Flashbang in his eyes, and oh, they bump into each other. That's a big problem. And Flamey getting more damage in. They're getting shut down here at Banana.
Pretty disorganized round from Ghost, trying to force their way through, running into 3 players, and even continuing. They know the op was there. They got one, and they knew there was still an SMG alive. Let's see what they can do. Crystal and Kusta, 2 AKs, but, I mean, they're going to be facing a staunch defense here. That op is going to stick around as well on Simple. Kusta just looking to see if there's any kind of a flank, protect their back. Crystal needs to hit a banger if they want a chance. If he's going to turn this corner. 45 seconds left. Now, they could choose to save, Anders.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's either... I mean, it feels like it has to be, right? Electronic is so hard to find as well on the other side, so if they wanted to sneak past the A, it's going to be almost impossible.
Even without bonus money, they'll be able to drop 2 AK-47s. And now they're going to go for it. Moving forward, Kusta was just checking the very, very long flank. There is some utility to use. Flamey and Simple have none. They've been in that long, drawn-out battle at the B bomb site, but the flank is slowly coming in. This has to move forward, and unfortunately, I think they're going to be out of time here. They're going to try and plant in the front in the smoke. Simple's not going to let that happen.
Oh, hiding inside. Got to be careful with the friendly fire. There's the stab inside. He was hiding in the smoke. He really is the Undertaker. And now Crystal 1 versus 3. Oh, no chance at all. Who does that? Who goes to hide inside the smoke with a... It's one thing to chase someone into it, but he just put himself inside. My God.
I mean, I guess it's the most consistent way to find that kill, right? Especially with the AWP. Kusta was heavily damaged from Flamey. I don't know if that was... Maybe they second-guessed themselves, Ghost, and if they wanted to save or not, but that was a very late call to make that, to hit that B bomb site. I think like 13 seconds left when they threw that smoke.
So when they go and check the really rear flank, as you said, like all the way back, and there's about 30 seconds, imagine though if they do find one player there. Then they could actually run A. I mean, they're still going to run into someone else, but like there is like some sort of outside chance that could work.
No, I mean, the checking of the flank was a good idea. I'm not, it's just, I don't know how that happened. But again, we've seen this a number of times from Ghost where they had, remember on Nuke, there was that round Crystal as well got caught after the time where He was trying to get hit by the spam in the hut, and he just kind of mistimed it. Ended up dying after the time. We've seen that a couple times from them. So 4 to 5, and Crystal, the good thing to say is he had a 2,900 or so he's able to buy up the CZ with utility.
What are all those explosions? How many grenades were thrown?
Sounded like a good amount. They've had the claw for a banana, both of these teams, so gonna be a little bit, you know, the finger's gonna be a little bit loose on that pin nowadays.
See if they can, if you can wrap quick enough on this bomb side, but Simple is a 4-man stack. Good trade as Flamey goes down, Steel with that MP7, Simple out of the round. Crystal took care of him now. Down to the pit is Electronic, and he's a world-class player in this position. Zeus is going to get one, but now Electronic's alone, and they're all coming for him. Kusta, in spite of the flashbang, made that one work. That is a great execute into, well, maybe Simple was just rotating in, but it's still kind of a 4-man stack.
I was going to say, that was very hard take, especially when you get those kills. You got Simple through the smoke right at that corner, Subrosa and Steel coming through the smoke. You had one in CT spawn, and then you had, you know, essentially 2 pit. That is a very difficult take. Well done from Ghost Gaming. And Edward's going to have to fall back. Money is not great on the Na'Vi side, so again, just, I mean, both of these teams have shown that they don't mind force buying. They don't mind using SMGs.
No, they've actually been super effective with them. I mean, the move speed on someone like Steel when he's just running and gunning with it is kind of hard to handle. He's doing a good job. Bomb will go up. All 3 players will survive in that pit. It'll be another round for Ghost Gaming, but that's not really the big deal. It's the fact that Na'Vi just won that 1 round, and now they're reset, only saving that M4.
Listen, Anders, this is the kind of Counter-Strike game that really makes you question your grasp of CS economy, because there's just so many force buys back and forth.
All the time. They love it, but actually Na'Vi show a bit of restraint now. Zeus has a Zeus himself, maybe looking to get revenge on Crystal.
I think it's part of the inability. I mean, outside of Edward, you can't get a second rifle with armor, right? I think that's got to be disconcerting. Or an AWP, which they've had in the past. Not even the smokes purchased up to try and funnel them towards one side of the map. Crystal and Kusta taking over A-hulls. Keep in mind, if you're just tuning in, this is an elimination game. Loser of this map goes home. This would be such a massive upset for Ghost.
Yes, and I mean, part of me just wants them to do it, but even if they don't, you still have to accept the idea that this has been a terrific tournament for them. I mean, an absolutely mind-blowing result, but they obviously want that last bit just to get there. Play on the big stage. Crystal sneaking in, trying to check that there's a lot of people here waiting for them. Edward's going to pick up the 1 kill, Subrosa. Good return, but Flamey's still hiding. P250, close range, and he only gets the 1. That could have been much worse.
And now they're going to fall back, though. Kusta has cleared so much, but the real danger is going to be Zeus. He only has a USP, and he actually has a Zeus as well. He could return the favor waiting. He spotted 1. He doesn't want that kill. He wants to get the players going by. Are they going to clear this? This is going to be so difficult. Oh, they go rap side. They go away from him. And he's got to be frustrated about that. But Simple and Electronic are going to be here as well.
Oh, and he doesn't make it work. Had the USP. They went the other way. Kusta with a big double kill. Simple. This is a lot to ask. No armor either. I think he's hoping for somebody to peek him before he even thinks about doing this. Probably a little bit of frustration there because you hear them. He actually saw the player in Arch. He then heard 2 more coming, so he definitely knew. But he couldn't really buy any time. I wonder if he could have got closer with the USP onto the bomb side to just try and slow them down even.
Maybe. He really wanted those. I mean, he had to also be sure. He really wanted someone to come up towards lane and be able to, you know, use that Zeus. But not the way it worked out. 5 to 6 in the favor of Ghost. I think maybe the real frustrating thing is when he pushed up and tried to get that Zeus kill right at the end. It took Kusta's attention towards lane. He was clearing that, and then that's when Electronic turned the corner as well. If Electronic was able to kind of sneak behind at a different timing. Yeah,
that's a good point. See it in the replay. 6 to 5. Still the first half of this map. And it's very even. I mean, no one's running away with this. It's a good job from Ghost Gaming, but it's by no means clear that they've done enough to feel anywhere near safe. Good grenade on Simple.
Done a pretty good job of getting banana control as well. He does a little bit of chip damage to Wardell, nothing too intense. And Ghost, with the way they're playing this, really don't care if Na'Vi know how like the numbers of how many people are there. Look at what the fear they're putting in this. Normally you try and hold that smoke a little bit longer, and Edward just doesn't want to mess with it. Simple's got one smoke, and that's the last utility they have.
They've rotated Flamey over here. It's a little bit of shuffling around between Flamey and Edward. Now I think they're going to go for the boost, but they've actually spent a fair bit of time just walking back and forth, which you don't want to do generally. If the attack comes when you're not sure where you're going and you're waiting around in construction, that might not work out in your favor.
The one thing that's nice about that boost kind of happening is the fact that they've used that second smoke pretty early on as well. And if Sabrosa and Wardell say, hey, they've used both their smokes, it's going to lure Ghost right into another trap. They've fallen for those tricks in the past. I think this is going to be a hit towards A, and I think Sabrosa might try and do something. Here they are coming up mid. They're not looking in that direction. They line up. Kusta's able to shut down Zeus, but Electronic is going to be right behind it, and he's going to hear all these footsteps. He wants to come through, but Wardell's watching. He's got his eyes on it, but he doesn't have his gun out, and that's a double kill. Edward adds one as well, and Sabrosa is left alone. And he does take down Flamey, but there's nothing he can do. 15 seconds, and he's even being cut off from retreat. That's going to be a free ult passed over to Na'Vi at top mid.
What a round from Electronic. I mean, and the timing on the smoke that went down just as they came out boiler. I mean, that could have easily been a double kill for Zeus instead.
Yep.
But then the follow-up Electronic and the fact that they had, what, different weapons out than they thought they would have or would have needed then. Very scary. Picks up a triple and makes it 6-6. All tied up again. And everyone just buying all the time now. Doesn't even matter.
Yes. There's no giving up. Up the gut we go. Look at, Wardell with the ult. Oh, he can't get there. He had the lineup, couldn't shoot fast enough. Zeus is here. He has the angle. He's going to get one more, but he's not going to fall back. He's going to keep fighting. Finally traded off. Only one defender at A, and it's Electronic. Simple and Edward are here very fast, though. They don't think Ghost is going to fall back.
No, but they have been so good at this in the past, just putting the brakes on Ghost. If they cross this line, we've seen this Simple take the shot 100 times before, and Electronic inside. That drops the bomb, and Sabrosa can't make it. Good double kill for Simple. 6-7. I was just praising them, but they had so much time, they probably could have waited a slight bit longer.
Could hit the pause button a little bit. They've had that high tempo, though. It's caught Na'Vi off guard a couple times. Probably also didn't expect there to be 3 players in total, and I think at the time also they might have been just flat out. Remember that was mostly a force buy with 2 CZs, so they might have been out of utility and didn't think falling back they'd be able to actually hit that B bomb site. Flamey missing the shot down mid, but he spots the jumping. This is Na'Vi putting themselves in the driver's seat to have an advantage into the second half, and they should be able to at least get towards 8. The question now becomes, can they get to 9?
Yeah, I think 9-6 would leave Na'Vi feeling quite good about themselves.
I think you're going to be, I mean, here's the impressive thing if you think about this from Ghost. Remember, they won pistol and lost the second round. They've put 5 gun rounds on the board. That's not nothing to shrug at.
Absolutely not. So the smoke is Simple, and very hard to follow him. Actually going to make that jump back turn, and more kills coming through for him. Edward there as well, meaning there's really no way to enter this. Still hoping for a little bit at the end, but it won't go his way. 8-6, moving into round number 15 now. This could end up being a very, very close finish, especially if Ghost Gaming win the pistol on the second half. Then who knows? Such a tense game here, and I mean, I think it's worthy of an elimination match, right? It's what you want.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ghost has been playing so well throughout this series. Navi's picked it up as well. Simple now going to challenge with that AWP, but seems he doesn't want to go too far. Wants to make the jump onto the half wall. Molotov trying to protect him, and gunfire coming through, and he's going to have to give it up now, or is he? That might be a bit much.
That's very ambitious, isn't it? Once you miss that jump, you're sort of sticking around. That could get, well, you see the results. Oh, pushing through the smoke. Well, I guess Kusta was saying, all right, 2 can play that game Simple. You want madness?
Just wanted to chat.
Electronic is doing this well. He's actually walking through down the other side of the step. Never seen anything like this.
These guys all lost their mind. And Zeus, Molotov, oh, that's beautiful. Oh, they're gonna go right through it. They don't care. Oh, and he gets 2. That's well done.
Why are they all running through fire and smoke? What's happening in this round? Electronic going to be taking down Crystal. The grenade follow-up. It chases Wardell back. 1 versus 3, and they're all around. It turns! 180 tries for the spray and nearly gets it. Edward will catch him. What an explosive finish to this half. 9-6 in favor of Na'Vi, and we're going to check in with Stunner.
Holy moly, red beans and ravioli. Thank you, Anders. You know what? It's a real interesting thing right here, right? Because Na'Vi have about a 75% win rate when they get the opening frag in the first part of every round. Now, you might ask yourself, why is Na'Vi struggling right now? Why isn't this the Na'Vi that we should expect to see, the #2 team in the world? Quite frankly, I don't have the answer to that, but they should probably figure it out real soon. Either way, Ghost Gaming not going down without a fight. And with that said, I think you can give me your reasons why Na'Vi or Ghost are going to win this using hashtag DHMasters on your favorite social media. And, well, I think that's about all I got. But, Jason, I'm sure you have something you want to say.
I hate that guy. I knew he was thinking of a question. I could just tell.
Yeah, that's probably what he spends the game waiting for, right? How can I set up Moses the best way possible?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think 9-6 is a very good scoreline for it. I think they're going to be happy now that they could do this. If they win the pistol, it's almost in the bag, Moses. But if not, this game is wide open once again.
Here's what they're going to have to contend with, and I don't know if they I don't know if they did some research into this. Remember yesterday against NIP, Ghost Gaming on this map, Sub Rosa, Steel, very active in those A halls, helping to shrink the map. And remember, they pushed down mid as well in their pistol, and it looks like they kind of wanted to do it again, but they got caught. That's an important trade from Kusta. Another one, a follow-up, but they're all getting gooshed. Low HP, and Na'Vi continues forward. A taste of their own medicine. And look at Crystal. All the information in the world, trying to survive. He wants to get a very late flank. Kusta's got to survive. Got to find a headshot. Crystal's done it. He's built on one more. They're going to close it out.
This is madness. They're just fighting in the middle. They're just a full stack fight in the middle. 3 people gunning it away.
Bare knuckle boxing. It's like both teams just agreed to a bloodbath.
Absolutely insane. And now Flamey's escaped into the B-bomb site. They are really far away now. They don't have a kit. I don't know if they can pick up one in the transition, but they're going to be here super late. They have to just book it right now. 1 smoke, but until they know where Flamey is, it's not clear that's going to help them all that much. He has a USP, though, and let's just see.
They need to bait Kusta. Send Kusta in first to die so Steel can have the information.
Okay, well, let's see if he's going to be the canary in the coal mine. He's certainly leading the charge. That's exactly what they're doing. He's just running in first, checking all the angles. Oh, there's the shot from Flamey. Now it's a one-on-one. Smoker's up. No kit on the other side. And Steel, can he get the kill? No! Flamey taking him down for the triple. And that is a big 1 versus 2 win coming in from Flamey. That might have been one of the most important rounds he's had in this map so far.
What an unbelievable pistol round. It just never stopped. These are great kills from Flamey. Obviously, Kusta the low health, and that's about all they could do. Steel had to just swing and take that fight. Beautiful headshot from Flamey. Beautiful headshots from both teams coming up middle. That was intense. I can't even believe Ghost was able to hold on like that. They had 3 players gooshed down to red HP.
It was madness, wasn't it? They were just ready for it. This whole game has just been like this, hasn't it? People running through fire and smoke. Zeus's are out. Auto shotguns all over the place.
Now, if you want to come back in this, we've seen this a number of times, and we talk about this frequently. Inferno is not a great map for oppers on the T side. It's so difficult to feel comfortable and get into any kind of a rhythm. Our boy Wardell, 5 kills. He's been phenomenal and instrumental to Ghost throughout these first 2 maps. If Ghost want a chance to come back into this, they need to get the op in his hand as soon as possible on this CT side.
Well, let's just see. Round number 17, they have hardly bought anything. Nothing at all, in fact. What, Kusta's the only one who's upgraded the pin? No, it's actually just P2000, sorry. So they're just going to have quite a bit to work with in round number 4.
He's the black sheep, and he's in the P2K.
I've never understood that.
What's that?
The P2K, I'm not a big fan of it.
Okay. I don't use it personally either. I feel like we see mostly USPs these days.
Obviously, the strangest people are the ones that play USP, but they take the silencer off.
Well, you just can't have any of those on a team, can you?
No. It's disqualified immediately.
We're gonna have to kick you, personal reasons.
Bit of jumping going on there. Simple. Just holding the corner for the minute think you can tell that Na'Vi are a little bit worried. They really don't want to give up this round. I don't think they will either. Even with the 4-man stack here, USPs just aren't that powerful.
They can get a cheeky kill, Crystal on his. Oh, just slapped aside, and now they know exactly where Crystal is. He's taken out by the MAC-10 or the SMG, and yeah.
It's almost like he said, "You can have the first shot, but I am going to follow it up." No.
Yeah, he's like, "Hit me with your best shot. I'll give you one freebie."
Do it.
It just knocks him right out in return.
11-6. And Na'Vi, the kind of lead that they're building here behind winning the pistol, it's going to be 12-6 before Ghost Gaming can have anything real on the board. They've bought 2 HEs. It makes me happy. Third one, fourth one. Yeah, there we go. Get that carpet bombing in, Moses.
Yep. Well, there we go. I don't think they're going to fall for it. No, he's right around the corner. Now Sabrosa coming through, and you gotta give him fair play, dedication to the strategy, running through the Molotov. Why is he always doing that?
It's just so ridiculous, isn't it?
You see that clip he had on Reddit where he had like an ace with like 4 one-taps or something, all headshots? It was mental.
Something not right. Definitely something not right.
Well, 12-6 now, and despite all the force buys in the first half, I really like these decisions from Ghost to just do very, very sparse in these follow-up 2 rounds. You've got a big comeback to make, and you need to ensure that you can get started on the right foot. Op in Wardell's hands. Op in Kusta's hands as well.
Okay, double op in the first buy round on Inferno.
They got the big guns.
And that is a beautiful shot. Again, Wardell being the hero. Quite in the first half, he's had very hard playing AWP on T side, so maybe now is his time to shine. Kusta does get grenaded. That's a lot of damage. And falls back around the corner. Flick not connecting, and the backup a little bit further back. No one there to really help him out. It's a bit of a shame.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. They got 3 players there, and no one wanted to hold the corner for him. But regardless, he did get caught. All that utility, you could tell he wanted to get that angle. Wardell's going to step in front of the smoke. Zeus is going to get traded off. Wardell's going to go down. No chance. The no-scope doesn't land. These SMGs wreaking havoc, and there goes Sabrosa. And I think Ghost Gaming just lost the thread a little bit.
Yeah.
And that might be the end of it. This one's going to sting.
A simple bunny jumping around the map just to see. Now they found Steel, so maybe they can get a bit of a hunting mission. He's going to get the kill on Flamey. This AWP is incredibly valuable right now. Steel going to try and go back to B and hiding it, and that looks like it's going to be successful. That's a bit of a shame. You get that opening kill on Wardell, you feel like you don't really... I mean, yeah, they get the opening kill. They have Cruz to die alone in spite of 3 people being there.
Yeah.
That's a point of criticism, I guess.
Yes. I mean, someone needs to be holding that corner, even though you're in a position where it can be naded. Unfortunate turn of events for Ghost. 2 full saves to get that buy out on the board, and it just gets busted.
Yeah.
So much money for Na'Vi now as well. They started this round, I think, at least 2 SMGs, and they are flush with cash.
It wasn't the last chance for Ghost Gaming, but it's getting dangerously close now.
I think they kind of have to force buy around this op, though.
Listen, we love that, Moses. In this series, we're all about the force buys.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
I'm all in.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
So they half buy around the AWP. They pass it over to Wardell. It's pistol armor, so a chance here.
Couple of CCs. That Deagle, a 5-7 on Crystal. We'll see. Simple holding a very, very narrow angle towards top mid. Wardell is on the other side, but not quite at the same angle. And we'll see. Kuster is actually at the top of Banana, and he's going to get found. Checked the hard way. Simple takes him down.
There goes Sabrosa. Na'Vi hitting their stride here right at the end. It's the worst moment possible for Ghost.
Yeah, they're really being picked apart hard right now. 2 versus 5. See if Wardell can get put into play. He does get a kill, but he's alone. They could either just run and fun B, or they could find him and the AWP, and that's what they'll do. 14-6. Ghost did buy into this round, but they have enough for this one anyway, so it was a measured buy. This is the last chance, Moses.
It really is. As close as that first half was, this one is turning out to be a little bit deflated.
What's the last chance flex in this one? What do you do? How do you make sure that Na'Vi just gets stumped a little bit?
I think you do that Hulls aggression that worked so well yesterday. I really liked that. I thought that was effective, and oh, people hear something. This guy's wild. Really tough first half, but still not afraid to come around that smoke. Timing shot as he gets blind. He is going to be able to get away. Running out of utility as well. Zeus is lucky to live after that one.
Yep. Zeus actually being incredibly aggressive. He was there earlier with the SMG now. The AK-47 just continuing. Crystal tapping a little bit away. One of the few players left using the M4A1 and maybe a bit of a smoke. Very close. Be careful.
Zeus, don't move. Hold this apple out. Crystal behind the smoke, and Na'Vi is content to just sit there and probe. 1 minute left, plenty of time. Wardell with that AWP inside of the A bomb site. Steel and Sabrosa both being active together, but they're top. I mean, they're clearing out top mid. They got to be very careful of Boiler. Edward is there, ready to peek, and Flamey and Sybil have just rotated back, and they have all the wrong information. This is gutting.
This is one of those North-like calls where you say, we've got that feeling.
Yeah, they're like, we've cleared out, 60% of the map, so let's just gamble towards the B bomb site, and they're about to be in for a rude awakening. And Sabrosa's going to be feeling very sad.
Yeah, they're all coming out of the apartments, and once the first one actually makes it out, the rest are going to be followed. There's no stopping them. So if you wanted any chance at a beautiful three-man spray down, it has to start with the first guy. Like, once that first guy is out on the balcony, it's done. That's round number 15 for Na'Vi. Great call on them, and obviously they're looking good right now.
Ghost cleared everything except for A-holes. It's ironic considering I've been talking about how so impressive it was, their presence there. They have to fight for all these weapons, and I think they should be fine. They've had plenty of time to set up this defense, and I think Na'Vi is just going to basically say there's no point in us losing these weapons for it. Oh, there's the steal. Oh, Wardell needs to live. Absolutely gets the tag. And Crystal and Kusta bailing him out of a tough spot.
Oh, there's the ult gone. Kusta has to live at the very least. They can pick up the EWP on the other side, so that should be safe. What a loss here. Guessing the wrong bomb site and then losing another 3 or 2 rifles after that. 15-6, ladies and gentlemen. Na'Vi 1 round away from making the playoffs here. It's been such an intense series, and time and again in the first 2 maps, Ghost Gaming found the right round to come back into it. They made it work. They forced up. They had some sort of epic clutch, and they brought it back into the game. But this time, it's going to be on a whole different level if it can work.
The unfortunate part is you can't even say that they've been blanked on the CT side so far. You can't even say it's been because of the economic hell. Remember, they saved those 2 rounds to get a solid buy. And that Molotov, Krusta wants to push forward, but he just can't. Now the timing's not with him, and he's certainly going to go down. Oh, yeah, this is what happens when your backs are against the wall and you have nothing left to do. Na'Vi's going to move on. Ghost Gaming, while impressive, is going to be eliminated.
Absolutely. It's a crushing defeat here on Inferno in spite of everything that they put on the line. What an exciting team. Na'Vi, welcome to the playoffs here, taking down the last player, 16-6 on Inferno. And it does feel good to have Na'Vi play in front of the crowd. We all wanted that to happen. Yeah. Absolutely, got so many top caliber teams here. But I've got to say, I am looking forward very much to seeing Ghost play in the future.
Yeah, this team has obviously put a lot of good work in and figured some cool things out. Some very talented players that we've heard have been having potential. And my first chance of getting to see just how much potential they have, that was a great series. And I'm glad Na'Vi had to work for it as well.
They definitely did. It should be a wake-up call, hopefully, for them.
Yeah.
We'll see who they draw. I think that they're going to be doing the
after this
playoff
game,
bracket,
the brackets
right?
After this game. I thought Simple had an amazing series. I don't know the stats off the top of my head. Obviously, I wasn't checking those as we go, but I'm pretty sure Simple just was godlike across all 3 maps. Electronic, I think, was very, very good as well.
Crystal with the Zeus. Definitely a highlight moment for me.
Yeah, best entry frag, although the 1v3s.
There was just there was a lot going. If you just tuned in and you missed this game, go back and watch it. It's definitely going to be
go
worth
watch
it.
the highlights. There could be a whole thing made after this game. Yeah, that was cool. Wardell, you were right. Wardell was exciting.
He's worth watching. Absolutely. My new star on the NA scene for the moment.
Yeah, is he going to be the guy for you?
Yeah, definitely. It's not even just that he's putting on the frags; it's just the way that he does it, and against top level opponents. Yeah, I like the no fear approach of just saying, I might be new and all that, but here I am.
You got to say as well. I mean, we've talked about, we both like Steel, but like all fair respect and admiration for what he's been able to put together. This is like putting together scraps of the NA scene and building it into something, and that was very cool to watch throughout this event.
But it used to be the case that, you know, if you were going to try and do that in the NA scene, you know, you just knew that Cloud9 or Liquid were going to have, you know, almost all of the talent, and there wasn't going to be anything left. And that's changed so much in even the last year. It's really wonderful, isn't it?
Well, at the lower levels, we've always known NA has plenty of talented players, but you need to have that leader who can actually mold them into a unit, and Steel has proven to be very, very good at that. Either way, enough from us. We're going to go back to Alex on the desk. How'd you guys enjoy that one?
Well, it's bittersweet because I was kind of loving the beautiful romance of the Ghost Gaming story coming out of nowhere, having a month of Counter-Strike, no one else, seeing Steel back in the competitive scene after kind of chasing it for so long. But on the other hand, Na'Vi in the arena, they're a team that tend to go on an upward trajectory as tournaments progress and they get deeper into them. So I guess for the viewership, for those hype games in the arena, it's probably good for everyone.
It's kind of all positive though, right? Because as they were touching on there, North America, they clearly have the likes of Cloud9 and Liquid and obviously NRG now, but the more high caliber players and teams that we get coming up the ranks, Wardell impressing, Kusta still playing well as a secondary AWPer on the rifle. These are really positive signs. So North America can take stock in that and they should be happy with their performance. Obviously going to be devastated with the loss when they could have beaten NIP and they could have beaten Na'Vi here in 2 series where it both just felt like they ran out of steam, but still, I guess, a silver lining that they did perform better than expected.
And I think, yeah, just adding to that list before we hear your thoughts, Maniac, is just that Counter-Strike is a marathon, especially when it's a best of 3, especially when it's at this level. And I'm not necessarily surprised. Like, I mean, how many series have Na'Vi nearly lost and gone to full 3 and had to reset and had to get... Like, there's a lot of processes involved.
Oh, absolutely.
That they maybe experiencing for the first time at this level.
Yeah, I agree. I think Chad summed it pretty well. 2 series against NIP and Na'Vi goes a little bit the same way. 2 very close map. The last map a little bit like difficult for Ghost Gaming. Could be stamina, could be experience, but nothing
both,
to be shy about. Yeah,
I definitely think it's both. But I sorry to interrupt. That stat on the screen for Simple, the entry kills, the opening kills, he had 19. That was like 10 more than anybody else on either team across the entire game. Like, he was just a beast again, and that's a positive sign. 19
times more opening kills than Xcurate did at the start of today.
That's a pretty good way to look at it.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But while we're on the topic of AWPers, I mean, I think Wardell has been given plenty of credit. Yeah. But I think I'd like to give him a little more, just because he's been winning rounds for Ghost. He was saving their ass on Nuke. He saved their ass on Nuke on multiple occasions. Those quick 3K on the site,
well,
oh my god.
As we're sitting there and we're talking about these rounds and we're getting towards the end of that, it's like, okay, well, this is the do or die territory. Yeah. And when he's able to win rounds like that, keeps him in it.
Yeah, but what was it? 19 opening kills from Simple on Inferno. Or no, over the series.
Over the whole series.
That would be ridiculous. Simple is standing by. We have him on headset. Hello, congratulations, Simple.
Hey, the easiest game of my life.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Was it easier winning that game or getting on that roller coaster?
Oh no, fuck roller coaster. Oh my god, that was so panic. Like this game, that was pretty hard to play against them. They surprised me a lot. I didn't expect them to play such a good fast rounds, especially on Mirage. That was really surprising me.
Yeah, because Dennis from NIP, when they played against Ghost Gaming, he gave an interview where he said that they don't play like any team he's played against before. Was that a similar experience for you? Did it feel different to other teams?
I mean, they played really fast sometimes, so we didn't expect. That's why we lost round. But yeah, they had a really good team play on all 3 maps.
Interesting. And I mean, Chad, you got anything to
add? Yeah, I was just going to ask, what happened with the keyboard?
Oh, I don't know, but you know, the key D, so second move on the right, it just I don't know, it's not working anymore.
Popping off.
So you just swapped it out. That's what it was. Because I was like, what's going on here? Simple's changing his keys in the middle of the game. That's good.
It stopped work yesterday, so I just forgot to change it.
Okay, easy as that.
Easy as that. So Simple, just one kind of more general question. You guys haven't looked like the same team that won ESL 1 Cologne not long ago. Do you have any kind of idea or insight as to what's going on and how you guys are going to step it up for those playoffs?
I think just all of us should play more Counter-Strike, I guess. Yeah. So we're gonna play much better in playoffs. I feel like I feel like after player break we didn't have our form still, you know. We need more practice. I'll tell my teammates, don't worry about it.
Yes, that's what I like to hear. A couple of stern words.
Finally, I just wanted to ask you, what was your feeling about the veto when the 3 maps came? Were you ready for it? Were you happy about the maps? Like the fact that they pick Nuke, for example?
I mean, we didn't expect them to pick Nuke actually, because we saw their Nuke on National TV. They played it only 3 times past, I don't know, 1 month or 2 months. So we saw they're gonna pick Dust 2 or either Inferno. So I don't know. We were ready for these maps. I mean, everyone says that it's okay to play those 3 maps. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, Simple, you can go ahead and relax and have that chat with your team. We're about to reveal the playoff brackets, so maybe you should tune in. There we go. Fantastic.
This is juicy.
Yeah, so it's about to happen. I just want to make sure I get it all right. I actually have a text from DreamHack's dad.
Oh, here we go. DreamHack's dad.
Yeah.
The scary thing here is Astralis and Na'Vi both came through their groups in 2nd place, which means they could be playing against FaZe and MIBR, which is like what we want to get as the semis?
Yes, right. So just I'm going to read this verbatim before we bring them up so everyone understands how the draw has gone down.
Okay.
If that's okay. So you guys pay attention because you'll understand this better than I will. The playoffs will see teams advancing as 1st seed out of their group. They go up against teams advancing from their respective groups as 2nd seed, and teams who were in the same group would only and will only be able to meet again in the grand final.
Yes.
All good?
Pretty standard.
Pretty standard.
Yep.
Just making sure everyone is on the same page as we reveal your playoff groups. Of course, we're not done yet today, and this is it happened.
No.
Okay, well, at least FaZe isn't playing against Astralis. That means we have the opportunity to have the Intel Grand Slam final that we all want with FaZe versus Astralis. You know, the chance to deny.
Yes,
that storyline is still a possibility.
But MIBR are looking hot and could ruin Astralis' dreams.
That's true. And that's a really big test. That's the biggest test for MIBR since they've had Yanko come in as a coach. So that's a huge quarterfinal match right there. The Na'Vi North one, I think Na'Vi are going to consider themselves to not lucky because North have looked good. But that's the type of game that they're probably happy they didn't get an MIBR or a FaZe.
Now, take a look at NIP as well. Their run, their dream run, as they had, of course, in Malmo also many years ago, would start versus Optic and Heroic. They're probably feeling quite not relieved, but there's the lesser of 2 evils, perhaps.
Yeah, I agree. I think the quarterfinal for NIP is probably a good draw, let's put it this way. But obviously, if they want to make it past the semifinal, they're going to have to face either MIBR or Astralis. I mean, if you want to win the tournament at this level right now, you have to beat the Titans at some point. Right? Yeah. The way around.
Why not do it in the semis?
The big thing is, if you look at this bracket, if MIBR beat Astralis or vice versa, then they have a relatively easy run to the grand final. No disrespect to anybody else here, obviously. NIP maybe with the home crowd advantage could help them. But I don't know if you noticed, Alex, I changed shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a pretty big occasion. That's why I changed shirt. It's your birthday, I believe. And obviously we touched on a little bit on the desk, and I just thought that maybe I got one of these for you to blow into the mic and ruin. Maniac, get involved in this.
This is going to really destroy our viewers' ears.
What color hat do you want?
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to go for the pink one.
Okay. Well, I think that one suits you probably the best. I'll let you put it on yourself.
Man. Thank you.
Maniac, you seem green.
I have the green one.
The green one. We just want to like real get this stuff on. You go over the chin here.
There we go.
Just so everybody knows, Alex, you're an adult now.
Aww. Guys.
Aww.
Thank you. This feels like a fire hazard.
It does, but we like to play with fire and Counter-Strike. And,
guys.
Yeah, congratulations on living another year.
Thank you. Halfway to 50. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I feel like this is becoming a tradition.
What's happening with this? Oh, we didn't light the candles. We've even got more fire hazard going on here.
Don't hurt yourself. Okay, careful with these rocket fuel. Oh. Lovely. Thank you so much.
Well, look, I baked that last night. I didn't get any sleep.
I love the work, the detailing you've done here, Chad.
Yeah, that's what I did with my 3 weeks off. I learned how to bake.
All right, I better blow these out. I was actually watching a video where a guy was like, it's actually super unhygienic to blow out candles.
Do you want to do it with your fingers?
Yeah, because he said, like, you're literally just spitting all over the cake and then giving everyone slices of your spit.
Interesting.
So apparently there's a new way to do it.
Here we go.
I've never tried this before. You're supposed to do like a kind of slap in the air.
Oh, is he on one? Oh, dark.
Why is it coming back?
Chad, you have a go.
Have a go, Chad. And maybe on that bombshell.
There we go. Thank you so much. Oh, do we go now?
I think we go now.
Awesome. Right, well, I'm going to eat some cake and we're going to take a break. That's off home and I am going to blow down this. All right. Coming up after the break, we've got another game. What's coming up next is a great question. We have Heroic versus Optic. It's going to be interesting to see who is going to be meeting NIP in the upper bracket and making it to the playoffs. Only one can rise. We'll see you after the break.